Good morning. Thank you so much for making time to join us this beautiful Saturday morning. My name is Christine Kai and this is a Real Talk. Now, today we are talking about a very interesting topic. Next month, we celebrate Dyslexia Awareness Month, and Dyslexia Awareness Day is actually on 4th of October. Now, when a child is in school and they're seen to be, a bit slow in the form of learning, form of understanding things, most of the times they can be mistaken to be, stupid or lazy or just slow. But really, that's not usually the case. This child might actually be dyslexic, and that's what we are going to talk about today. We are going to let you guys know what dyslexia is and even just how to deal with it. And of course, quick, I want to give you a few names. We have someone like Richard Branson, sorry, I beg your pardon. We have Jennifer Aniston, we have Tom Cruise, we have Bellathon. All these people have two things in common. The first thing is that these are very successful people in their fields of specialization. And the other thing is that all these people have dyslexia, but yet they have been able to live exemplary lives and they've been able to succeed in their lives to the very best that they can. And that just tells you that, you can do anything that you want to despite your situation. And with me in studio is Phyllis, and she's just here to tell us more about dyslexia, tell us more about the organization, and she's even come with two visitors who we are going to talk to a bit later on and just get to understand how their life has been living with dyslexia. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes. First of all, you have a tweet. I was so confused. I was like, okay, wait. So Nancy, Phyllis, yeah. But you have a twins. You're twins. All right.
We share a birthday.
All right. Okay. So let's just just go straight into it and get to understand what is dyslexia.
Dyslexia is a hidden learning difficulty. Basically, you can't tell somebody has any problem by looking at them, by interacting with them, by talking to them. Even when they are children, you only learn about this child having a problem when they go to school. Because that's where you find they are lagging behind in acquiring the ability to read, learning the alphabets, joining letters to make words, and it becomes a bit confusing because this is a child at home is very good. Probably even the parent or the mother has already noticed this is a very sharp child. But now when he goes to school, he's unable or he's having problem to acquire that ability, and sometimes it's confused with like this child is pretending, or he's just playful, because another aspect of them is like they're very kind of hyper, more than other children, such that you would think if they were just to slow down on this hyperactivity aside of it, they will concentrate and learn normally. But it goes on, and then the child started getting dropping, getting behind, and the other children are learning. You find they have already learned the alphabets, you already have learned to join letters to make a word, but this child has not even learned to make the alphabets. And being a normal child, he's also asking himself or herself, what's wrong with me? What's the problem with me? Because me and so like I think I'm even better outside, but then why am I not able to get this thing? And then now the stigmatization starts, the name calling starts. You are just lazy. Why are you so stupid? Or even they start asking themselves, I'm the dumbest in class because others are getting, I am not getting. So now you find it starts there, and now their self-esteem again starts getting affected.
All right, so you're saying that this is not something that can be diagnosed like in a hospital, and at what particular point do you know that your child is dyslexic?
It cannot be diagnosed at the hospital unless it's maybe for those who already are aware and know about it, through an MRI, because they have been done before. But you see, for it has already been suspected. For it to be taken through a machine or something to look at your mind, how it is structured, that already may be, that's when it can be probably diagnosed in hospital. But in a local or in a common situation, it is identified in school. A child will have gone normal life, gone through the milestones. Probably some may have dragged in like speaking, but you find in most cases this is not really a worrying case. But when they go to school, that's when it is realized, okay, now you are able to connect. By the way, this child talked late. And you start wondering, could it be now again the reason why he's not catching up in academics or in ability to read? So it is mostly diagnosed in school. And on a very keen case, maybe somebody can suspect, not ascertain, but suspect that yes, could my child be having this problem? And again, it's only when you have a prior experience or at least some knowledge. If you are just a normal mother who just got in a birth to a baby and the child is going normally, it may not be possible, or it may not be easy to identify at home until the child goes to school, and now you notice the lagging behind.
So is it is it curable? Can a child, as they grow older, they get special maybe kind of education? Is it something that they can overcome? And they say like at some point in their life, like some of these celebrities, Richard Branson, Jennifer Aniston, that they can say that I'm no longer dyslexic.
First things first. Once dyslexic, forever dyslexic. Once left-handed, forever left-handed. Even if you're beaten how to use your other hand, you will always find. In fact, you are made to learn to use both hands. Because the way your mind is structured is what determines which strong hand you have. The same case with dyslexic people. They will acquire the ability to read through therapy. Their learning is, we say, you teach them the way they learn, not the way you want them to learn. So you will teach them in their own way of learning, so that they can catch up learning. Yes, they can acquire ability to run or to read. They can acquire all those things, and those still slowly, but yes, it can be overcome, but not forever. As you say now, I'm free from dyslexia. No, once dyslexic, forever dyslexic. But now, like therapy, like I've just given an example of being left-handed and right-handed. People who are left-handed can be made to use their right hand, but you see what happens, they will still be, their strong hand will always be
the left one.
The left one. So the same case, they will, a dyslexic person will acquire ability to read, they will succeed, like we have seen those kina Jennifer Aniston, kina Tom Cruise. We have even other writers, she's called Cha. Okay, that one.
Okay. Even this artist, this famous artist, Andy Warhol, and he was such a great artist.
We have doctors, we have sportsmen, we have scientists like Albert Einstein. We have many people. They still remain or have remained with their difficulties. What you find, they work more harder than a normal person. Whatever somebody who has no dyslexia can read in a minute, maybe a person with dyslexia will take a whole hour. So they take more time to just do what somebody without dyslexia can do in a very short time.
All right, so some of those difficulties that children or people living with dyslexia are, their reading ability and also speaking. Somehow yes, and clearly could be a different a different disability, because if you look at somebody like Richard Branson, Bill Gates, they may not have, but now again you never know how they were when they were young. When they were babies, maybe they had still difficulties in speaking, but now they acquired it, and it can't be, they cannot even remember themselves, maybe all they can remember, but at some point it just ended. So the impact is different for different people.
Yes, again, dyslexia is it's like your fingerprints. No two people have similar dyslexia.
Okay.
It's, you will find someone will have difficulty in spelling, the other one with reading, other one with, there are different levels of dyslexia. There are those who are mild, there are those who are moderate, there are those who are profound. So it depends at what level your dyslexia is, or how severe it is. Yeah.
All right. And how common is it? Is it something that, because I mean, the number of people, if you just look at just the people who've come out, you know, quite a number of people. Is it,
And
why is it so common?
that again tells you,
Yeah.
those who have come out, how many have not come out?
Yeah.
We could be having a huge number. Actually, what they say in US, 60% of entrepreneurs could be dyslexic. That's probably, I don't know whether it's scientific or not, but yes, we have a huge number. We have not really done a comprehensive research of preference in Kenya, but some study that was conducted by a student at Nairobi University found that 7 to 9%, or 7 to 9 percent of children of 7 to 9 years had dyslexia. That is in Nairobi. The study was conducted in Nairobi schools. What about other places? And you see, she was really targeting the international schools. Yeah. So where already these things have already been identified, and maybe some steps have taken to address. What about our local schools? There was still another study that said 15 to 17%. So we are not really certain what level of dyslexia we have in Kenya. But internationally, they say 10%. This has already been done in US, UK, Australia, where they did, for your information, some international organizations started in the 1940s.
Yes.
International Dyslexia Association started in the 40s. So you're saying there has been research over research, looking for many dimensions, how to help these people and all that, and it has never been, it's never ended. So it's not something that is ending, because children are being born every day. Yeah.
And what is the cause of dyslexia? Because I was reading and we really never found an actual cause. They can't say exactly what causes.
They say there are 3 main causes of dyslexia. There are 3, and so and again, it cannot be silly. So like 100%. Yeah. It's only, again, suspicion, because one, it runs in the family. It is hereditary. You find people with dyslexia, they are many in one family, so it is genetic. The other one is caused by, it's called developmental dyslexia, whereby because of the things maybe a mother takes at the few months of pregnancy, it can affect the when the fetus is developing. It's called developmental, like you say, drug, alcohol, and you find even parents are told to avoid some drugs if you know you are pregnant, because of now that mutation of cells during pregnancy. The other one is trauma dyslexia. It can happen to any one of us. You, me, even the most intelligent, and even the most well-read. When your side of mind is injured, you lose your ability to read. So that can be caused by an illness, an injury. For example, if you're hit, cause maybe malaria, cerebral malaria, any illness that can affect the side of your mind that causes that causes reading. So we have 3: the traumatic, the development, and the hereditary. Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about the social impact, the stigma side of it. And as we talk about the stigma side of it, let me just divide it into 2 and start by, as a parent, you found out your child is dyslexic, then what do I do as a parent?
One, family is the greatest stigmatizer, if that's how it is said. Because you find from very young age, when children go to school, you want to know how did your child perform against the other persons, either your neighbor, the other children, they go to school, and you find that you become kind of embarrassed yourself if your child is the last one. You don't know the reason. You actually, unfortunately, we do not even care what did this child go through prior to the exam? Was he sick? Was there issues at home? So you find, what position were you? You know, that's the question we ask. What marks did you get greatly? So that is the worst. So the parents, once you have learned that your child has this problem, first and foremost, you become your child's protector from your family and the teachers, because again the teachers are the ones who actually then cause the biggest problem, because we have even had cases where a child goes to class because he's not getting whatever the teacher wants, he's not catching up, the teacher neglect that child in class. We have cases of parents who said when the child went to school, she went looking for the child, and then she was told, by the way, was she in class? Did she come today? What does that tell you? That teacher never saw that child, and yet the child was in class. Why?
Because
he was to him or to her, that child is not there. It doesn't matter whether she comes or not. So a parent needs to protect the child from the teachers. Again, the other problem we have with these children is recommendation. Either you repeat classes or you transfer. In fact, the reason why we started the school is many children were told, hatukutaki kwa hii shule tena, go find another school because we are not serving you. And remember, maybe they have had this child for 3, 4, 5 years, and it is a private school, and this parent has been paying school fees. Most of these children, you find they are told in class 7, you know what, you can't fit in this school, and this child has repeated several classes in that school. What does that mean? He has paid school fees for all these years. Now when it comes to start to sitting for exam next year, that's when they discover all of a sudden they cannot have the child sit the exam in that school. Why? Because he will bring down the grades of that school, or he'll bring shame to that school. So the parents need to be aware, protect the children from the family. Hiyo story ya kuuliza what marks did you get, it doesn't matter. The issue is what else is this child can do. What other talents? So even as you're looking for grades and all that, we also need to identify what are these children talented in.
All right. So the second part now, other than the parents, is the teacher. What can you do as a teacher? And as we are answering that, what is the current curriculum, current school system of this country doing to accommodate children with dyslexia?
We have for teachers, we have what we call individual education program, whereby a teacher will realize this child is not good in for example, reading. Maybe he is already in class 4 or 5, but he's reading at the level of class 2. Normally what you find, the teachers tell the child, you go back to class 2.
I used to hear that a lot,
What is that doing to that child? Tell me, this is a 10-year-old, 14-year-old being told to go run with 7-year-old. And then when he's good, and he probably is good in maths, so you are not telling this, you find already this child is like an insult to tell them to go back. So the teacher is supposed to find a way of bringing that child, that level of reading to this child in this class. If he's in class 4, bring class 2 level of reading to this child in whatever class he is, not send him back to that class. So that's what we say, you apply individual education program for those children who have different learning abilities. Don't send them back to class. Also, we have another challenge. These children, they may be good at other things, maybe art, maybe drama, maybe music, but because of their difficulty in reading, what normally happens is they are not given opportunity, because they are told, you cannot go to the field because you need time to study and finish your homework. You cannot go to drama class because you are good, you've not finished your homework, or you have to finish copying from the blackboard. Whereas this child would shine outside in the drama class or in the field. So he's already been denied that opportunity to shine, where he's actually talented. So teachers need to give these children opportunity to apply all, not necessarily class, even in the field, and then you're able to see what is this child good at. The other thing you asked about, what is this curriculum? Now we are talking about the curriculum, the one that is happening down in class 1 or 2, or the one that we the 844.
Yes,
the 844 is very unfriendly to these children, because that's where you find they only focus on grades.
Exactly.
The other one, the one that is just been introduced, I think it is going to be a very good curriculum. It is going to accommodate all, because you find it has at least different exiting levels.
All right, so we're going to come back and talk about the Dyslexia Awareness Month. What are your plans, you know, and how we can all support this particular cause, and even talk about your organization and your school. Right?
Thank you.
Yes, you're going to talk more about that, but I just want to read a comment that's coming in, and I just want to remind you guys, our SMS line where you can text us and, you know, just give us feedback or even send in your questions. 22162 is our SMS line. Start with the word circuit. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is at Isaki TV show. The hashtag is Real Talk with Christine. So Madsen Akoko says, thank you Y254 for the dyslexia awareness program. Phyllis has been doing a very good job, and I commend her for the well done job. She gave my son, who is dyslexic now, and he's doing very well. Victor is now in college pursuing ICT course. He's writing from Kisumu.
I know him.
You know him?
He used to work here.
Oh, okay. All right. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your feedback, and just keep sending them in. We take a short break, but we'll be right back.